Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I was just looking at the Time Most Influential People of 2012 list. It's not quite a list yet, actually. It still has the pool of 40 people, but I was looking through there, and I found 3 Olympic athletes in there. 3 Olympic athletes listed among these 40 of the most supposedly influential people of the year. And that blew my mind, that we could even begin to think that these athletes are vaguely influential at all, compared to, I don't know, an actual political leader, or a CEO of a company, or someone who can really impact an election, like Sheldon Adelson, or Karl Rove, or someone like that. And I believe one of them is on the list, Sheldon Adelson. I didn't go through the whole list, so don't get mad at me. There could be even more Olympians, but I got through 3, and so I'm talking about that. Sue me. The 3 that I saw were Michael Phelps, Mo Farah, and Gabrielle Douglas. And Michael Phelps is the swimmer who won all those medals because he's a real good swimmer. Mo Farah is from Narnia, and he's a real fast runner, and he can run super long distances. And Gabrielle Douglas is a little girl who can jump and spin real fast in the air and land on her feet most of the time. Now, you may be thinking, Taylor, why are you diminishing their achievements so much? Like, why are you being kind of a dick? Well, you know what? I guess I am kind of being a dick, because I've always been in the camp that I'm just not that impressed with the Olympians. I'm just not that impressed by them. I know that what they do physically I could not do without, years and years and years of training. But I'm just not that impressed by it. And it seems like every time you say something like that, people are like, oh, you don't even know the stuff they go through to train. And it's like, all right, well, unless you're a North Korean competitor, nobody's holding a gun to your head. Like, that doesn't make any sense. That's like me going on 15-mile runs barefoot in gravel every morning and then complaining to every person that I meet, like, oh, my feet. It's like, well, don't fucking run the gravel barefoot, moron. Like, nobody's making you do this stuff. If it's that grueling and terrible and you're not getting the payout that you want, then don't do it. I don't feel bad for you. Nobody's making you do these things unless you live in North Korea or China or a super scary place, Like some parts of Florida and Alabama, some scary places. But anywho, I can't comprehend how these people can get put on this list, because when you break down what they do, first of all, they're not influential, which I'm pretty sure that's the entire point. Unless you're going to buy a fucking Subway sandwich, Michael Phelps is not that influential. Or if you're really wanting to change the station on your TV and his commercial comes on where he's just awkward as shit and just puts Michael Cera's awkwardness to shame, yeah, he influences me to change the goddamn channel because he's just unbearably awkward to look at on screen. I mean, I guess maybe that Gabrielle, whatever her name is, Gabrielle something, Douglas, maybe she's influential. I think I saw her on like a Power Balance commercial or something once. But the point is, these people aren't like actually influential. They're influential insofar as they can sell sandwiches and stupid, pandering, awful, pseudo sports equipment to morons on the internet, like stuff like that. But they're not actually influential. And it's funny to me that, I'll probably get some people who disagree with me on this, definitely, because this is one of my unpopular opinions that, I talk about shit that I dislike all the time, but it's always the stuff that I don't think is that a big a deal that people get pissed about, and they're like, oh, you don't know how much effort it takes. But here's the thing, I want to go off a bit on Michael Phelps, and why I don't understand swimming. I just don't understand swimming. Now, Mo Farah and Gabby Douglas, at the very least, Mo Farah, he's a super long distance runner, and humans, compared to most animals, are fantastic long distance runners. So that guy can probably outrun the vast, vast majority of animals on the planet in distance. Just in distance, he wouldn't be, the slow and steady wins the race. He would win in distance. That's what humans were good at. That's how they would catch prey in olden days. That's science. Meanwhile, Gabby, she can jump and spin really fast and land on her feet most of the time. And aside from, like, monkeys and stuff, there's no, species out there that can do it that much better. So, once again, she's kind of at the tippity top of her respective skill in the entire animal food chain, everything, So you can pretty much take a monkey, make it do the same stuff that she does, and it probably couldn't even do it as well for a while. It's that level of impressive. But Michael Phelps, get an average fish, get a turtle, cut the fin off of a bluegill and throw it in one of those lanes, and we'll have a new fucking world record. Like, I don't understand the appeal of becoming a swimmer. Maybe if you just enjoy swimming or something, but he looks like he has a pretty athletic body. He could have done something else. I just don't get why you would devote your entire life as a human being to becoming the fastest conceivable human swimmer in history, only to still be slower than literally everything else that lives in the water that could conceivably want to fuck you up. Everything. everything. Like, it's just silly to me. I don't know. I guess to me, I just never pour that much time into something because I'm lazy, but it's easier for me to make fun of them than to go out and become an Olympian. But, obviously. But that's how I feel about it. I don't understand why these people were on the influential list. Obviously, it's probably just a pandering thing to try and make people from different subsects of the community, like athletics, entertainment, politics, business, all that kind of a conglomeration of people. That's most likely the reason, but if I'd said that at first, you guys would probably be like, oh, that actually kind of makes sense, and then I wouldn't be able to complain about all the stuff I just complained about. So, hope you enjoyed, and wasn't too much of a point to this. Good night, everybody.